Once again, I'm Yuto Majima. I've come to pay my respects today.
And your parents? What do they do? Calling your daughter's fiancé that kind of man? Ugh, unbelievable. I'll cut ties.
I visited the Takatsuki home at the end of September, when the lingering heat clung annoyingly to the air. In contrast to the air outside, the spacious entrance hall was wrapped in a refined, air-conditioned coolness.
Welcome. My, it must have been hot out.
Reina's mother, Misako, greeted us with a perfect smile and gave me a quick once-over. I don't think I was imagining the sharpness I felt in that gaze. Marble floors, a living room furnished with fine pieces, a courtyard visible through large windows. You could tell at a glance the stature of a family of doctors. I'm getting a little nervous, and Raina... When I peeked at her, she was composed. It reminded me again that she was the daughter of this house. I'm Yuto Majima, 28. Today, I'd come to Raina Takatsuki's family home to formally greet them. She's my fiancée, 1 year younger. According to Raina, her parents were elitists. I wondered how this would go. Once again, I'm Yuto Majima. I've come to pay my respects today.
And your parents? What do they do?
Misako cut in, ignoring the flow of conversation. Yes, they run a barbershop? A place in Yokohama called Barber Majima. It was at that moment, Reina's father, Seiichi, slightly furrowed his brow and gave a nasal snort while lounging on the sofa. I see, from the bottom rung then. You could have tried to gloss it over, but I'll give you credit for saying it plainly. Right, Mother?
Indeed. A barbershop is a relic of the Showa era. I suppose it used to be rooted in the community, but nowadays it's rare.
Misako sighed as she raised the teacup to her lips. Her eyes seemed to say, how dare someone from such a family approach our daughter? I didn't miss the small tremor in Reina's hand at that moment. Your education? Vocational school? I'm a hairstylist too. Huh. Seiichi let out a deep sigh. A heavy silence fell, and after a moment, Raina spoke up.
Stop it! Don't talk like that. He's sincere, he works hard, and he takes good care of me. Don't judge people by their schooling or their family background. Raina, do you understand? Our family has been doctors for generations. I want you to marry someone appropriate.
Misako's words clearly carried irritation.
What does appropriate mean? A person from a top company with a title, with a good family name?
That's a minimum condition. On top of that, he must love you deeply. If he can't even meet the minimum, don't do it.
That's right. We'll find you someone better. Calling your daughter's fiancé that kind of man? Ugh, unbelievable. I'll cut ties.
Raina stood up and the chair scraped loudly across the floor.
I'm leaving this house today. I'm not coming back. I'm marrying him.
Don't be ridiculous. Is that how you speak to your parents? Do you know how much love we poured into raising you?
Stop trying to bind me with "we raised you." My life is mine.
Raina took my hand and left the house. Her parents didn't try to stop us, or rather, they couldn't. It was the moment when their gentle control of "she'll understand if we tell her" stopped working. I'm sorry. Because of me, your relationship with your parents...
No, I'm the one who's sorry. I should have understood they were elitists, but I didn't. It's true, they raised me with love. I guess I got conceited, thinking they'd listen if it was my request.
Outside, the wind at the end of September, nearly October, struck our cheeks. The warmth of her hand felt pleasant on my air-conditioned, chilled body. A week later, Raina really had cut off all contact. Line, email, phone, blocked. Every last one. We also chose our new place far from her family home to live together. Are you okay, Raina? You don't have to push them away so suddenly.
Yeah, I'm okay. But with things like this, if you don't do it all at once, you'll end up with regrets.
If possible, I don't want to drive a wedge between you and your parents.
It can't be helped. They're the ones at fault. They called you bottom rung without knowing anything about you.
Well, that was pretty harsh, I admit.
More than pretty harsh.
Raina pouted, and I couldn't help but laugh. Sorry. I'm glad you're angry for me, but I'm still worried about you cutting off your whole family.
But I feel so free now. So this is fine.
I hope they understand someday.
Am I being an unfilial daughter?
I don't know. It's a hard question, but I want to believe that you being happy is a form of filial piety.
You're right. From now on, I'm going to be as happy as I can with you, Yuto.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Besides, I'm still in touch with Ayano.
Ayano is Reina's sister, 5 years younger, living alone while attending a medical university. They seem to be close, and I've met her a few times too. I see. Then if anything happens, she'll contact you right away, so it should be fine.
Speaking of fine, greeting your family, Yuto, I hope I can do it well. I'm a little nervous.
It's fine. It's easy going at my place. We chatted as we unpacked. Raina opened a box and took out several photo frames.
Hey, Yuto, where should we put the frames?
By the window would be good. The light comes in there.
We're going to fill the room with our photos from now on.
Exactly. Let's put up lots of them. When I said that, Raina's expression softened. Later, we headed to my family home to say hello. A short walk from the station, a 2-story building with a small sign came into view. At the entrance, hand-painted letters spelled Barber Majima, and a red, white, blue barber pole welcomed us.
Hey, do I look weird? Is everything okay?
You're fine. Nothing's weird. I mean, you get nervous too, Raina. It was a little funny to see Raina, who'd been so composed in that mansion, now nervous. When I pushed open the door with the closed for regular day off sign, a soft scent of shampoo and towels tickled my nose. Different from the salon where I usually work, the smell made me feel I was home.
My, Raina, welcome.
It must have been a long trip. Take your time and relax. I could tell Raina, who'd been tense, was relieved by my parents' warm welcome. We were shown straight up to the living space on the second floor.
It's so homey and lovely.
Homey, or rather, we've been in the same place since the Showa era.
It's a bit small, but it feels cozy, right? Yes. Honestly, I'm relieved.
Seeing Raina happily chatting with my mom, I relaxed a little too. As we all chatted over tea for a while, my father suddenly muttered with a serious air.
We should go greet your parents in person one of these days, Raina.
Silence spread at those words.
Sorry. Due to some circumstances, not for a while.
I see. I won't force it. Family matters are for the people involved to decide.
Thanks, Dad. Trying to change the mood, Dad suddenly formed a scissors shape with his hand and joked.
Say, Raina, since you're here, want a little trim?
No. Raina had her hair set today.
But there are a few split ends at the tips.
Raina, you don't have to go along with him. On the way back, as we walked through the shopping arcade at dusk, Raina murmured.
Your parents are so kind.
You think so? Well, we've always been a regular barbershop. No need to put on airs.
I was a little nervous because my parents are the way they are. I couldn't help comparing. But they were totally different.
So, do you think we'll get along well? When I asked that, Raina answered firmly with a great smile. Yeah. Half a year and a bit later, we decided to have a small family-only wedding. Are you sure it's okay not to invite your parents?
It's fine. If they came, it would just be awkward for everyone.
Well, that's true.
The people who are coming today are enough.
There was no hesitation in Raina's profile as she smiled. In the waiting room, I kept setting Raina's hair.
Yuto, you really are a pro. Make me extra beautiful today.
Are you sure you want me to do it? It's a special day. How about some famous star stylist?
No, I want you. Because you know my hair better than anyone.
Alright, then I'll use every skill I've got and make you absolutely stunning.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
About 30 minutes into the work, there was a sudden knock at the door. Who could it be? When I opened it, Ayano was standing there.
Hey, sis. Ayano.
Long time no see, Ayano.
Yuto, please take good care of my sister. Thank you. I'm really happy. So, along with my congratulations, listen, sis. Actually, I finally did it. Did what? I gave Dad and Mom a good wake-up call. A wake-up call? What does that even mean? Now, calm down and listen. I didn't hit them or anything. That somehow sounds even scarier. It's okay. It was proper self-defense. Wait, does that sound like something else? That's absolutely the lead-up to an incident. It's a bit of a long story. I cut ties with them too, just like you did. Huh? Why?
Raina snapped her head toward Ayano at her matter-of-fact declaration. Hey, Raina, don't move so suddenly. I'm still setting your hair.
Yeah, so, actually...
Ayano settled into a chair and began to speak slowly. The story goes back a few months. After Raina left home, the Takatsuki parents started acting oddly restless. Then, one day, out of the blue, they called Ayano to the house by phone.
Ayano, it's time you seriously thought about your future.
Seiichi's voice was harder than usual. Several Omiai photos were lined up on the table. Doctors, corporate executive candidates, lawyers, men impressive only in title.
You want me to pick from these?
Rather than pick, just meet them. They're suitable for our family's status. We chose carefully after what happened with Raina.
That's right. We considered your tastes too. Look, this one looks like a K-pop idol, right? You were into them in middle and high school. I mean, he does look like one, but that's not the point, is it?
It was obvious they were trying to fill the hole Raina left with their other daughter. The first Omiai ended in all of 5 minutes. The man handed over his card and said with a pleasant smile, "Your sisters are both so beautiful. What happened with your sister was unfortunate, but it's good you cut ties with someone like that." Ayano's smile went stiff.
Someone like that? Who do you mean?
At Ayano's low, calm voice, the man blinked in confusion. Huh? No, of course. He tried to cover it with a vague smile, but Ayano didn't look away.
So you call my precious sister someone like that, do you?
No, you misunderstand.
That's enough.
He tried to recover, but Ayano was already on her feet. The second Omiai partner droned on endlessly about wine trivia, then looked down on the waitress.
Does that story have any meaning for me?
When Ayano asked back, the man gave a bitter laugh and shrugged. The third man was a man who spoke only about family pedigree.
Enough already!
On the way home, Ayano was completely exhausted.
Hey, I'm not doing any more omiyai.
One evening after dinner, Ayano finally said it to her parents.
What are you talking about? This is for your own good.
No, it's for you. I don't want to be used as a tool to preserve family status.
Mother froze. Father's brows shot up.
Just like with Raina, you don't understand how foolish it is to defy your parents.
Whether it's foolish or not, I decide that.
At those words, the air in the living room turned taut.
Ayano, reconsider! You'll regret it like Raina. My sister doesn't regret it. At least, that's how I see it.
In the end, the talk ended in deadlock. The following week, her parents held a dinner party to present Ayano as a promising daughter. But at the toast, Ayano said it smoothly.
I've decided to cut ties with home, same as my sister. I won't be doing any more omiyai. I'll build my life with someone I choose myself. Of course, until I become a proper doctor, my studies come first, so it'll be after graduation.
The shocking declaration froze the table at once.
What are you saying?
That's right. Ayano, know your place.
Misako's voice cracked. Seiichi glared red-faced. But Ayano just smiled, drained her wine, stood, and quietly turned her back.
Thank you for the meal.
From that day, she blocked all calls. For the parents, it was the moment their younger daughter also slipped from their grasp.
So that's why I haven't been in contact with home these past few months either.
Then maybe the root of this is kinda my fault.
No, Yuto. Don't worry. You're not involved. I was never comfortable with their elitism anyway. That's why I lived alone. Yeah, it feels like the pus that needed to come out finally did. I just hope it heals without festering worse.
Raina tugged at me, and I let out a small sigh too. After the ceremony, daily life returned. One day I was back to cutting hair for a regular client at the salon. On a personal note, I just had my wedding recently.
Oh my, how wonderful. Congratulations. Your wife's a lucky woman.
Our smiles met in the mirror, softening warmly.
Youth is nice. I had times like that too.
What are you saying? You're still youthful, Nagase-san. Then suddenly, the shop door burst open.
Is Majima Yuto here?
The shouting made my hand with the scissors freeze. I looked, and there stood Raina's parents. Father-in-law?
Father-in-law? I owe you no such title.
You even held a wedding without telling us. What are you thinking?
How did you even find this place?
With a little money slipped into an agency, it's easy.
The shop grew more unsettled. Feeling things turning bad, I tried to calm them. I'm sorry, I'm with a client now. I'll call Raina later.
Always relying on Raina? Can't do anything yourself. Truly bottom rung.
Misako gave no ground.
Why would Raina choose a man like you? You must be deceiving her.
Deceiving her? Never. The words like blades caught in my throat. The shop's air went rough, and then...
I don't mind if you talk, but I'll be joining in too.
Nagase, my regular client, turned her chair and looked straight at them. Her voice carried authority. At once, Seiichi's face froze.
Professor Nagase, why are you here?
Majima here has been cutting my hair every month. I've been coming nearly 10 years. I trust his skill and his character. He supported me as a doctor all these years. He's a benefactor.
Professor? Murmured other customers, whispering. Their faces turned paler and paler. Nagase-san, are you acquainted with Takatsuki-san?
Yes, he's in our university's medical faculty. Isn't that right, Dr. Takatsuki?
Yes.
I'd heard rumors your daughters cut ties with you. Seeing this, it makes sense.
Nagase shrugged.
The man you called bottom rung is someone I respect. Your daughter's judgment is the right one.
That's...
A person's worth isn't determined by titles. If you don't understand that, you're immature both as a doctor and as parents. You can't say such things. Be silent.
At that commanding voice, even I straightened up. Nagase's piercing eyes locked on the in-laws, and she declared clearly,
Your daughter had the courage to choose happiness. To insult that is shameful, not as parents, but as human beings.
At those words, customers whispered, She's right. What terrible parents.
Majima-san is an important admirable senior to us too.
Buoyed by the momentum, the assistant added in a trembling voice. Another customer laughed and said, This salon's skill is the best in town in support. Everyone.
Well then, if you've got more to say, go ahead. If not, apologize to the shop and leave.
When Nagase said that, the two bowed their heads weakly and trudged out. As the door closed, a sigh of relief spread through the shop, followed by applause from somewhere. Thank you very much. I bowed deeply, my voice trembling as I replied. In the mirror at that moment, I saw my own eyes holding true pride. Since that day, we'd had no contact with Raina's parents. No New Year's cards came. Rumor had it their ties with relatives had dwindled, and though the house was large, hardly anyone visited.
How did it come to this?
We must be the only ones abandoned by our kids.
Seiichi continued working at the clinic, but conversations with patients were bare minimum. Misako stayed away from social circles, and the once confident smile she wore had faded. Meanwhile, our life was quietly but surely growing more colorful. In our little apartment, the smell of miso soup drifted from the kitchen, laundry hung by the window. On days off, we walked the shopping street with croquets in hand, and sometimes took short train trips. That was our life.
This street's gotten busier. I like these ordinary days best.
Me too. Feels kinda luxurious. Raina kept working at her company. I stayed busy at the salon. But every night, we always saw each other at home. And in the third spring, our family grew by one more. Wrapping the small body in a bath towel, I slid my fingers softly through her still fine hair.
You really are good at it. Cutting while she sleeps without waking her.
I'm a pro. Cutting without tears is part of the craft.
Maybe someday she'll be as good at cutting hair as you, Yuto.
That'd be funny, but whatever path she loves, that's fine.
That's right. Family background, titles, none of it matters.
My daughter's tiny fingers gripped mine tightly.
See? She just called you Papa.
No, that wasn't even words yet.
It's fine, I heard it. Thank you, Yuto.
It's not family or titles that bring true happiness, but hearts that respect each other.
Reina's parents are so toxic. I'm so glad Reina stood by her belief. Yuto and Reina make such a cute family. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.